What's up, guys? Thanks for your criticism. Welcome back. I'm doing a recap of this whole Bachelor and after the final rose and everything like that. Now, my initial thoughts, everything is super, I don't know. I had a lot of emotions, sad emotions, good emotions, and I don't care emotions. So it's like all that combined in one. But if you're here, do me a favor, like and subscribe. And my initial thoughts of everything was that Matt definitely should have picked Michelle. And what I'm saying, that wasn't cool. Like what he did to that girl was not cool. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like, I don't know if it was editing or what, but it seemed like he ain't know what he wanted. And that confused me through this whole thing. Like your mother say one thing, like love ain't the end all be all, and you just get cold feet and you don't know what you want to do? Or was that an excuse to dump Michelle? You know what I'm saying? And if that was an excuse, why is that your excuse? You can't blame everything on your mother and your father relationship not working. You know what I'm saying? Don't shit on your dad with this craziness talking about, holding up a ring, talking about, oh, well, this is something that my dad ain't never do. Like, why you still shitting on your dad, man? Why are you not taking these lessons that you so-called say that you learned into consideration? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, when everything was going on, Matt, taking his mother advice to super hard. And when she said love ain't the end all be all, that just means you gotta work on it. That's all that means. That means it's not gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? And you taking that and just make this whole thing up in your head that, oh, well, my mom ain't had a good relationship and my dad wasn't had a good relationship with my mom, and now this and this and this and that. Like, you, Matt, need to make decisions that is best for you. So don't make excuses when, you can't make too many excuses when things go wrong. Think about what you're going to do, then do it, but don't blame it on mom and dad and stuff like that. You're a grown man. You got to weigh your options and you got to see what's best. And if it don't work out, then, you got to learn from that. But besides that, when they get into the after the final rose, the conversations was tough, and there was a lot that needed to be had. And if a lot of people was watching it, I think that they're gonna learn a lot from it. Now, I'm gonna do this recap, and I'm gonna try to get through it. So here we go. Matt and Michelle meet up after, they going on basically the hometowns of his hometowns. And she got flowers in hand. She meet the mother, she meet the brother talk to her and everything like that. And, he asked her, some questions and stuff. And he need basically to feel a vibe to see if everything gonna go good. And it seemed like he got that vibe. Now, Michelle sat with the mother and everything like that. And, they sit down and they looking like they connecting real good. And, the mom said that she just want to see Matt happy and that, he gonna have to make his own choices. Michelle tell Matt mom that she love him and stuff like that, and the mom cried and said that she's very happy and stuff like that. Now after that, they go outside, they play in the snow and stuff like that, seeming like it's just all fun. This is why I believe that Michelle would have been a good fit for him, but like I said, he missed out and he messed up. Now Michelle gonna be moving on to some big things now and putting Matt in her past. And that's just what it is. Now, Rachel come and meet with the family and stuff like that. She seemed nervous. Matt tell her to be herself and that he's falling in love with her. And right here at this moment, I knew that he was in love with Rachel. And I just said it like that. And, you know, that's a good thing that he found love and stuff like that. It's sad how everything ended, but it's a good thing he found it. Now, after they had their little talk, they go in. You know, I felt like I learned a lot about Rachel in this one because she was talking about, you know, faith and God brought me to him, and she felt like it was just a match made in heaven. And, you know, the brother talked to Rachel and stuff like that, asked him some questions, and everything seemed like it went good. Now, the mom sits down and everything like that. Rachel tell Matt's mom that she love him, and, you know, basically talking more and more about faith, like faith is pushing me towards Matt and everything like that. And, you know, they go their separate ways. Now, Matt sits down with his family alone after Rachel leave, and they talk, and, you know, Matt's mother say, look, love ain't the end all be all, and he had this little stupid little look on his face. Okay. And then he just took this and ran with it. And I think that they should have had a better discussion about it, some more discussions about it, because how in the world you gonna take love is not the end all be all to make this excuse in your head that's basically giving you the out to break up with Michelle. You know what I'm saying? Keep talking about your mom and your dad relationship. What about your relationship? You a grown man. You know, you in control of your fate. You don't want your relationships to end bad, so you're going to make decisions, you know, best for your situation. So you tell me, was this an excuse? I'm thinking this was an excuse, guys. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, because I think this was a total excuse to break up with Michelle. Or it was the edit looking like he ain't know what the hell he wanted. You know, after that, Matt really distraught and everything like that. He sits down with Chris and, you know, they having this talk and stuff like that. And, you know, Chris basically just, you know, telling him like, man, look, what's going on? You know, you don't seem like the same guy and all this other stuff like that. And, you know, they talk about it and they kind of get through it and stuff like that. And he basically saying that, look, he don't want to get engaged. And him saying that he don't want to get engaged is basically a true thing. He don't want to get engaged, and that's fine, you know what I'm saying? But don't make it seem like you ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, he made it seem like, well, he wasn't ready to be in. He made it seem like he ain't want none of it, for real, for real. I thought he was going to break up with both of them. But, you know, that's late for later. Now, after the conversation with Chris and everything like that, Matt go out on a date with, and this joint looked super rough because they was rappelling down the wall and everything like that. And to be honest, I don't know, I'd probably do it. But at the same time, I'd be super scared because that joint looked scary. But they made it down, then they sit on the couch in between the little hot, and they talk about their feelings and everything like that. Yeah. Then they talk about their feelings and everything like that. And Matt knew this whole time that he was gonna break up with Michelle. He was just going with the flow. And after that, you know, after all that, Michelle getting everything ready, like candles, everything like that. Matt comes up and Michelle bring out the gifts and everything and just pour her heart out to this man. And this man, he starts saying some crazy stuff like, I don't know if I want this or something like that. And Michelle like, look, man, tell me what's what. Tell me what you really want or what's going on here. And you had to pull it out of him. And he basically said that he ain't want to be with her and stuff like that. And at this moment, I just got more confusion on that side. And, he just kept bringing up his dad and stuff like that and his mom relationship. And I'm like, man, look, stop shitting on your family, stop shitting on your dad and stuff like that. Like, pull through this on yourself, man. Damn. After all that, he cries and he talked to Chris some more and stuff like that. And I'm thinking he needs a better support there because I don't know if the producers and Chris got his best interest at heart. But anyway, let's move on. He didn't go out on a date with Rachel. Rachel getting ready and stuff like that. Then Chris pop up talking about, hey, look, Matt don't want to talk right now. He don't want to go on a date and stuff like that. And me, in this moment, I'm saying, how in the world she going to, how's she supposed to act in this situation? Like, everything happened so fast. It was like so fast. And I'm like, damn. How you expect somebody to act like the camera's in her face after she just hearing this? Like, I'm thinking she about to cry, but how could she? It just happened. It's like, what in the world? Anyway, after all that, Matt's still talking about he ain't ready. Now, if you ain't ready, why you meeting with Neil? Why you meeting with the diamond dude? You know what I'm saying? Now, after that, they go through their little thing, and Neil, tells him basically what his mother was basically trying to tell him, that, like, this is a commitment. You know what I mean? This is what this ring is. This is just a commitment. It's to show your commitment to this person and stuff like that. Now, he still talking about, he want to see the ring and he ain't never hold the ring and stuff like that. And he even shitting on his dad holding up this ring and stuff like that. I'm like, why you holding up the ring shitting on your dad like your mother ain't never do this stuff like this? I'm like, come on, man, for real. Now, after that, he picked out the ring. The ring looked good, not gonna lie. Any girl get that joint on her finger gonna be good, but it ain't look like nobody got it. Or he gonna give it to nobody. Now, after all that, Rachel meets with Matt after some time passed and stuff like that, and he's still seeming not ready. And I'm like, dog, what you doing? Now Rachel walks up to this nice place and everything, and this place, it was nice. And they talk. He don't say nothing. She doesn't know what's what, but she just there. Now she starts talking and she letting them know, when you heard, I heard. I didn't know what was going on, but I wanted to be there for you and I couldn't be there for you. And then, all that stuff like that. Now, Matt starts talking, and when Matt starts talking, he tells her that he's not ready for a proposal. And her face was in crumbles. She didn't know what to do. But after that, he basically says that he do want a relationship with her, and, they kissed and everything like that. And then, they get on this little horse thingy and they basically ride out into the sunset, right into after the final rose a month later. After the final rose, you got Emmanuel Acho, he there doing his thing. And he looking good. Nice brother, you know what I'm saying? Very intelligent and stuff like that. And he sits down with Michelle and, they talk about how was she feeling and how did she know Matt was a one or whatever like that. She says when he met her parents and everything just seemed to go so smoothly. And that was cool. She said that after everything, she wanted to talk to Matt for 2 minutes and he ain't want to talk to her. I'm like, damn, what the hell that's about? You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense right there. That's like some iffy little stuff that I ain't feeling right there. Like, that kind of like threw me off and that kind of pissed me off too. But, they moved into the controversy so fast. I mean, just to get her thoughts on it, I guess, but it was, I don't know if that transition was smooth, but they moved right into it, and she said her piece on it and stuff like that. I ain't gonna go over what she said, but she said her piece about it. Now Matt comes out and Michelle tells him, how broken she was, how hurt she was, and she needed closure. And, for him not to give her closure, you know what I'm saying, in those moments, because she's sitting there with producers and everything like that and cameras, and you just left after the breakup. No, it need to be some talks about this. But anyway, he ain't do that to her, but he apologized and talking about he ain't know. How you don't know? You just broke up with her. You don't know that she hurt? What you think she was there for? God dang, man. Tripping out this junk. Anyway, after that, Manuel talked to Matt about was it hard to be the Black Bachelor and everything. And, he said it wasn't that hard, but, he just wanted to carry himself cool and stuff like that. And, he felt like he got to present himself in a certain way. And, he basically got to present himself in a way that makes him seems like he's not, I don't know, like this betrayal of how black men are, you know what I'm saying? He don't want to come off as not a friendly person, not a nice person, not a genuine good person. And for you to have to live your life like that, why can't I just be me? Why can't I just be who I am? Why I gotta, have this extra thought in my head about how I'm gonna make you feel or how I'm gonna come off to you. And this is what, black men and most black people go through in this society, where is that the betrayal of black people is controlled by the media mostly. And when people see that and they don't have black friends or they not really in contact with so many black people, they have these thoughts in their head about how we are and who we are. And really they don't know anything. And it's a shame because of the past and our future and and everything else in between that, how wrong we've been done. It's hard to talk about and it don't make no sense. But Matt talks about that, and after that, Emmanuel asked Matt about, how was he feeling about the whole thing with, Rachel and everything like that. And, he said that they was having fun, and they even showed the little picture of them, kissing in the pool and everything like that. And that he heard some rumors and stuff like that, but he just ignored them, you know what I'm saying? And he just was like, I'm not gonna believe these things. That's until, it kind of blew up and he had to come to the realization that it was real. And, man was like, y'all together and all that stuff like that. And he says no. And, he basically goes into it, basic steps in being a black man, and she basically not being able to understand it. Now Rachel comes out, and Matt Lee and Rachel comes out, and they talk about the pics and stuff like that. And I think it sounded like she was kind of understanding about the issues and stuff like that, and a little it seemed like she getting better and stuff. So it sounds like she getting some education about just about the plight of black people, especially if you're going on a show to date a black person. But she talks about it. And Emmanuel, basically asks her, so who's at fault about the whole thing? And, like, who's basically at fault about this whole situation, about your situation. You not understanding and knowing this when you basically going on a date, going on a TV show to date a black man, and your ignorance to it all. You know, who fault is it and stuff like that. And she said that, you know, it's not how she was growing up, and she was like, it's basically nobody's fault. She don't even know. Like, look, who fault it is society's fault. And who basically control most of society. It ain't black people. So is it some forms of racist acts and racist systems put in place? Is it some, you know, form of trying to keep, you know, black people in a certain place and acting like we just can't live in society in peace? You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you talking about it ain't nobody's fault, you don't know, you ain't doing enough work then. You know what I'm saying? Now, and you know, Emmanuel like asked her, what took you so long? You know what I'm saying? About the whole responding and everything like that. And, you know, she said she had to do some reading up and everything like that. So that was fine, you know, that's good. You would make sure you get everything right and stuff like that. But it shouldn't have took that long, but she said what she said. Now, she said she wasn't ready for Matt to come out. Now Matt comes out and they talk. Man, you like, you want to say anything? And she said that she's sorry and that she loves him. And that, you know, basically it seemed like she want to be back with him and everything like that. And I think that she mean every word. I could tell that she loved him, man, without a doubt. And, you know, it's a whole lot of silence and stuff like that. And to be honest, it seems like a breakup happening all over again, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at the breakup and I'm telling myself, I'm like, yo, this is real. Like, whatever's going on right here is real. And Matt struggles to basically say anything. And I don't think that it was enough words being said on her part. You know what I'm saying? Like, give Matt something to hold on to. Give him something to, you know, talk about. I mean, talk to you about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you saying that you sorry and stuff like that and you love him and you ain't mean to hurt him and stuff like that. Okay, that's fine. That's basic. That's right. What are you sorry for? What did you do? What happened? Talk about it. You talk about it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't know what you did, what is you sorry for? Give them something to talk about. That's why that long silence was there. But they went to break, they came back. Now, he told her that, you know, it was hard for him because he ain't think that he should be having this conversation with her. Because you going on a national TV show to date a black man. Now, if you trying to date a black man and you don't know his plight, what he's going to go through, just being this way, that's until society get better. If you don't know these things, then how can he even move forward with you? Because y'all was talking about having kids. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is going to affect your kids and their life. And you not understanding this is no excuse for it. So he basically like, I didn't know that I had this conversation with you. But it seemed like you do. It seemed like you got to check these, whoever you dating, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's an interracial date, you got to like, it doesn't matter, you know, who you is. It seemed like you got to have these conversations now. And you've been got to have these conversations because it's not going to be easy. Matt basically tell her that he don't really want to be with her, and hopefully that she continues to work. Now, after that over, it was a surprise, y'all. A surprise. I'm talking about Michelle and Katie came out that joint looking good, and they talk about their little stuff, and they finally announced that both of them gonna be the Bachelorette, and I'm happy for them, and I couldn't be more happier. And they said that Katie gonna go first, and that that's gonna be that. Katie gonna go first, and then it's gonna be Michelle. But they both the Bachelorette, and there you have it. That's my recap, guys. If you like it, give it a like, subscribe for me, and this was tough, man. This was a rough season, but I guess I see y'all next Bachelor recap. Don't know when that's gonna be, but I keep y'all updated and I keep y'all posted. Until then, thank y'all for going on this journey with me, man. It's been rough, but I got through it, and I just see y'all next video.